Let's see if we're live. Over here. Yep, we are live. Okay, awesome. So everything's gone to plan so far. Let's paste the links in everyone's Discord real quick. There we go. Alrighty. Here we are in qualifying. Hello everyone who's watching right now. You're watching the very first race of SLR Tier 2. We're starting in Baku. With me I have Tipsy Bob. Say hello.
Hello everyone, this is Tipsy Bob. Glad to be here.
Very nice. And for anyone who might be asking, hey, first season of a new tier, why are we here? It's because we are synced up together with the 2SRL and with the main with the main SLR tier. So basically all of the tracks run in sync. Because why not? So we can see the first couple guys leaving the pits right now. You can see. Oh, nice. I have the rev limiter glitch already. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this race in Baku. It's a very difficult track, and I'm sure there'll be a few bumps off the wall.
Yeah, it remains to be seen how many people will stay alive by the end of this race.
Yeah, the DNF ratio is actually quite high on this track from experience.
Yeah, from experience, that's for sure. Yeah, we've had a couple of own races here ourselves, which have ended less than optimal. But that's the charm of this track, you know. It's part of it.
Yeah, actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, for sure, same. Especially when it comes to racing. I mean, you can say what you want about the actual layout and the way of driving, but it does make for pretty interesting racing overall. Hello to guys in chat, Jesse, and you all the other boys. Let's see, who's the first coming out? Is it the Foss India? Lil John. Probably completely slaughtered his name then, but that's fine.
We've got some familiar names on the roster at the moment. Some other guys are a bit of an unknown to me at the moment. I do spot a few guys who are going to be very fast, so it'll be interesting to see how everything pans out.
Yes, we've got 2SRL Thimo for one, who, well, as the name gives away, races in 2SRL.
Wearing the tag proudly.
Yes, exactly. We also have some people I can see. We have a lot of people from the WWRL league over here as well, including Satoshi, who I remember having raced in the tournaments we've had here in EGL not too long ago. But yeah, excuse me, I'm not exactly too familiar with everyone yet, but I'm sure that will come along as the season continues.
Oh! And
What happened
Vinny
to
has
Vinny?
lost his front left.
Where did he lose it? What corner?
I'm not sure at the moment. Oh, and there's Williams spinning, and they're having carnage round at Vinny's crashed car.
Yep.
It was almost a moment of commentator's curse, because I was literally just about to say that Vinny is making a comeback.
Well, never speak too soon. But hey, he can still make himself, still make his way through the field. Because, ooh, I don't know if that's the safest way to re-enter the track, but I assume there was no one behind him. Yeah, there wasn't. Alright, okay. Yeah, I mean it doesn't mean too much for him, because there's a lot of DNFs, probably a lot of accidents, so you can always make up space.
Yeah, I was just going to say, starting from the background, Baku's not necessarily, you know, the end of your race, because as we pointed out earlier, Baku is a notoriously difficult track, so, you know, a set of fresh tyres, he could do alright.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
As Akos just sets the fastest lap.
Akos has. So do we want to go on board with? Oh yeah, he got instantly beaten by Lil Young. Doesn't look too slow so far. We'll go on board with Mr. and I will slaughter his name, Praetorius. and see how he gets on. I'm not too much of a pro myself at this track, so I wouldn't dare try and commentate about how his lines are at the moment. But he seems to have had a pretty decent start. He hasn't hit the wall yet, at least. So
that's a plus.
Yeah, that is a plus. Vinny wants to know his location. Oh, we've got direct, fantastic things going on in chat as always, and I do agree /OP is a generational talent. I don't think anyone could disagree with that.
So at the moment, Little John is setting up on his own there at first place.
Yeah, pretty comfortable. I don't think for too long. As you can see, actually, a couple of the guys are going for different strategies. I'm not entirely sure what the optimal is. I know you can one-stop this, but you've got some softs and super softs going on, which is interesting. Just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. But maybe there's not a clear-cut way exactly of how fast you can finish the race here, considering there's 3 different options being used right now in qualifying.
But in saying that, Ekos has set a very competitive time on the soft tire.
He has actually as well, yeah. What are good times, more or less, on this track? I think we're looking at 47, high 47s, mid 47s. I guess it kind of depends on the grid, but I'm sure we'll see some of those times in a little bit. So yeah, Praetorius has actually not continued his lap. I'm not sure if we were watching his in-lap or if he decided to abandon it, but I assume it was his in-lap. I'm not quite sure. That's interesting. So everyone got to see his in-lap. That's nice.
I'm just running on board with Edge at the moment. He's on the soft tire, and he's making his way around the track to start his first timed lap.
Oh, is he? Alright. I don't think that's... Okay, here we go. And you're sure this one's not going back to the pits now, yeah? Looks like the last one. He hasn't said a lap yet, so yeah, it says it's an out lap right there, so... I'm sure we'll see something pretty good from him. I think he was also in the tournament. He was doing pretty well as well. I wouldn't put it past him to just stick this thing on pole now, although he is on soft tires, so maybe not.
Well, as we've seen from the tournament, Edge has got serious pace. So, like you said, I wouldn't put it past him. Definitely, you could definitely get in the top 5, I would say, with softs.
Ooh, that's a bold statement. I think we'll see how that pans out.
Putting confidence in Edge already.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very smooth through that left-hander.
Yeah, I'm sure some people in the chat would go as far as to say he's a generational talent. As I've seen a lot of here. Oh, and Milos Martika in chat saying Thimo Brown is a generational talent. So, that's interesting. I think I can agree with that. Quite the talent indeed.
So this is an interesting lap I'm watching from Edge. It looks through the middle section that he had backed off.
Yeah, he looks like he's done quite carefully at the moment, but it is his first lap, and I think maybe it's probably not bold to assume that you only get one set of soft tires in qualifying, so you can probably imagine that he's trying to not Kimi Räikkönen it. And try and just get the lap in. But yeah, I think if we can see it... Ooh, yeah, that was a love tap and a half right there. And Vinny in chat saying, doing last to first Ocean Challenge. And he sets a P3.
I said that. Top 5.
Top 5, yeah. True.
Even with the wall touch, I mean, that is a good time on a soft tire.
On the soft tire, it's not too bad, no. Here's Pretorius again, who is on an outlap now, guys. This time he is on an outlap, so I won't be watching him go back into the pits now, hopefully. I think that would already be a major advantage to the commentary.
Just watching as Edward had a nasty spin just out of the castle section.
Has he?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on Pretorius for now, though. Oh, decent so far. He's using all the track. That's a good sign. Alright. Yeah, this looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good lap. He's of course on the ultra soft. Interesting. Oh, and of course, while we're at it, you guys can probably see it a bit in chat as well. Namely Satoshi and Thimo. Oh, there's a big pile up in the castle section, including 3 cars. Ay ay ay.
Yes.
Ay ay ay. With the Renault Haas and what car was that in front there? I seem to be blind. In any case, 3 cars decided to cuddle up there. Somehow, no one got retired. As I say that, someone retires from the session. Oh, and he hit the wall! You could see it there for a moment. I can't go back now, unfortunately. But yeah, he was hugging the wall there like Grosjean, except on the opposite side. I think it's not to be excluded that it's possible that Ericsson hit him. But we'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, not sure, but P11, I can't pronounce that name, unfortunately. What's it? Kwahuti? Yeah, it looks like he's got wing damage, or certainly the way he was steering. Yeah, he's calling into the pits.
Well, I mean, he was part of that whole crash. I'm not quite sure who caused it, but as our boy in chat puts it, that was unlucky, pal, unlucky. So, yeah, better luck next time. Ooh, that Mercedes getting all out of shape there. Tats. Currently in P7. Yeah, speaking of which, so as I was saying before, you've probably noticed by now there's a couple of hashtag #RipCharlies going on the names. That is, in case you guys hadn't seen it on the F1 news, I guess you would call it. The race director from the FI, Charlie Whiting, has passed away this morning, which is yeah, terribly sad, and it's nice to see a couple of drivers on the grid essentially paying an homage to him by honoring his name, which is nice to see.
Charlie was an iconic figure in the FIA for
a very long time.
50 years, yeah. He was the rock. He was the rock for the drivers. He will be certainly sorely missed.
I apologize, by the way, for the camera work right now, because I seem to be catching a lot of cars that are currently not on laps, which I don't know who we could possibly watch at the moment. We have a couple of guys on outlap. Let's watch Light Cruiser, who, as far as I know, is hosting the session here today, as Ocean Chief is unfortunately absent. He was going to commentate today as well, but yeah, didn't quite make it. So yeah, I'm 99% sure that this guy is on an outlap and we're not watching him go into the pits. Closely following his teammate. Oh, leaving space though. Assuming that the Ferrari is on the lap, that's very good. Okay, I just got wet through. Apparently, the race is sunny dry and heading for overcast weather. So, looking like there's no rain, which is a little bit unfortunate, let's be fair, because that's when the real carnage happens and the real unpredictability comes to shine. But I guess maybe next time.
We just must have just completely went over our heads there, Vance, but Akos has gone
Oh, he has as well?
on the super softs.
Yeah, by a long shot as well, but almost a second. Oh man, yeah, how did we miss that? Sorry about that. That must have happened a little while ago. But yeah, no, that's a really, really competitive time, to say the least. I think Edge might want to lay after, you know, put another lap in there. See if he can get himself a bit closer, because that is a very scary time for the drivers right about now, I'm pretty sure.
As I see, Edge has also fitted the super soft, so he must be going to challenge for Akos's pole position. As I'm running on board with P16 at the moment, Smeltinho on his, I think his first time lap. And he's coming up against the back of Thimo.
Ooh, is it getting blocked?
Oh, yes. His time's going to get seriously compromised here. Thimo.
Yeah, that is probably not how you want to let people go on about their day. Alright, back with Light Cruiser, though. Who so far is having a pretty decent lap. He got past Thimo without any interruptions, and he didn't hit the castle wall, unlike apparently you know, some other drivers from before who seem to struggle a bit. Which, admittedly, is it's not very difficult to hit the castle wall than that section. Ooh. He's got a few more corners to go, but so far this looks like a pretty clean lap. See if we can take it home. Ooh, almost going over the white line. But I don't think that is a disqualification. We are in strict settings, right? As always?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Alright, let's see what we got. Come on, Light Cruiser. Keep in mind, whatever time he sets is on the super soft. And he's P2! Alright. Oh, and Smeltinho immediately gets his lap in as well. But didn't he get blocked by Thimo?
He did, yes.
And he still got that time in.
He easily lost at least 2 to 3 tenths.
That is amazing. Oh, and Lil Jon puts another one in as well. Oh my god, but he put his in on the ultra soft, but nonetheless it's still impressive.
It's an impressive time, but at the moment Akos, I would say, would have the strat advantage starting with the super softs.
Yeah.
In fact, second to fourth.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, a lot of people are aiming for the super soft at the moment. Lil Jon is really gonna have to try hard and get away from the rest of the guys off the line if he wants to have any chance of staying ahead, because the other guys seem to be on the better strategy at the moment.
Yeah. Just running on board with Edge at the moment. He's
on his outlap now.
Street. Yep, on the super softs. I mean, I know Little Jon is on pole with the ultra softs, but that time Akos has set almost a second faster in second. That is fantastic time. That is a very competitive time. He's definitely put himself in a fantastic position for this.
Ooh, Popo gamer. Popo, yeah, hell yeah. Popo gamer puts himself into P3. He's on the ultra soft though. So, ooh, yeah, that was a bit of a hit. I don't know how big of an impact that would have on his lap. I don't think too much, as long as he doesn't have any damage to his name. Very smooth. Aside from that though, I mean, he has to get this one in if he wants to have any chance of starting at the top. This is a make it or break it situation from him right now. Oh, that was a pretty good way through there. But he is a bit cautious, you can tell though. Oh wait, has he abandoned his lap? Oh, did he get an invalidation out of the castle section? Is that what happened?
Oh, he's backed out.
Yeah. I would probably wager it was in the castle section right after that he might have gotten an invalidation there.
On the right hand turned up to the castle section.
Yeah, what a shame for him, but I mean, the way we know him from the tournaments, I don't think he will have too many issues working himself up again. If anything, it would probably be a blessing for him if he gets out qualified a bit more and he moves to 11th position, because then he has full free tire choice, which would benefit him hugely, I think, as well.
Yeah, I was just looking. We've got Thimo, Popo, and Little John on the Ultra Softs. They are gonna. I'm not sure that's the right strategy for this race today. Everyone around them is going, well, especially Thimo, going quicker than him on the Super Softs. He's gonna struggle.
What was that? Is this these are AI cars, are they? Just ramming into each other like that? Yeah, definitely. Definitely AI now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice spin over there. Oh, fantastic. Good job. Very nice. So interesting order, for sure, so far. It's going to be interesting. I think it's important to keep an eye on Edge for this one, because he's definitely not going to wait too long to find himself through the field. I mean, just looking here, we have Ultra Soft, Super Soft, Ultra Soft again, and 2 Super Softs. And even down here at 9th. In fact, Edge said, yeah, the time Edge managed to set at the end was a soft time.
Yeah.
So he's probably not too screwed at the moment. Anyways. I was under the impression it was on the Super Softs for a moment there, but being on the Softs in that position, you know, it could be better, of course, but it's far from bad. Although I'm sure he does wish that he had started from P11 there for those fresh tires.
So this is just as much new to us as it is to everyone else. I mean, seeing this order, for me, the standout was ACOS on that Super Soft time.
Yes, it was a fantastic lap. I do want to apologize though to the guys in the stream if maybe the camera work is not top notch. This is my first time using the whole system, so if I'm maybe hanging behind people a little bit or just, you know, catching them on their in lap instead of on the out lap, then my apologies. I'm working on it. And we will start now the formation lap, which, as we know, is the most interesting time. Now the big question is, will anyone retire from the formation lap?
Well, usually in Baku, the first lap it has the potential for absolute carnage. Like I said, I don't know many of these drivers, so we don't know how experienced they are. But I suppose we're going to see very shortly. I would like to point out again.
Got disqualified. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I would just like to point out again. Vinny is starting in 17th. Vinny is, from my experience racing him, he's a pretty decent driver, and starting on a completely fresh set of tires, I wouldn't be surprised seeing him marching himself up to maybe the top 10.
Oh, and he is on the softs as well. In fact, Edward actually went for the super softs anyway. We have a lot of super soft. Obviously, here the top 10 that won't have changed too much, but. Okay, yeah, Vinny has definitely set himself up for a pretty decent strategy now. He has completely fresh, I assume, soft tires unless he uses them in qualifying. So, although I don't even think the soft tires. No, you get a fresh set out of the way. So yeah, he definitely has a fresh set of softs. So let's see if he can do some damage as well. Another interesting fight we can look forward to is also with Liljon, which again, sorry if I am slaughtering your name, because he is on the faster tire, so he will get the better traction at the start, and he also is, I'm gonna assume, kind of trail away from you know, Akos and Popo Gamer for the first lap or so, or first couple laps before his tires start to suffer. So. It's interesting to see if he can get it done, because if he can't, then he is in trouble.
Yeah, if Akos gets past him at the start or within the first lap, he will probably struggle to catch Akos again, because naturally Little John's tires are going to burn out.
Yeah, a race of many question marks with a lot of new drivers. So Just like you guys, we don't know where anyone is, so hope you guys find it as exciting as we do. Lights are about to go out. And away we go, hopefully in just a moment. Alrighty, so we're looking into turn 1. Ooh, that was close there in P3. The McLaren almost spinning in the back there. Light Cruiser moving himself. Oh, and Edge is in P5 now. Edge in P5. He's already fighting himself through. Let's have a quick look at him as well.
Surprisingly clean at the back so far.
Yeah. No major issues. Vinny dropped back to last position, fortunately for him. Let's see who's lost out as the most here. Edge gained 4 positions off the line into the first couple corners. Very impressive. Popel Gamer really, you know, he got the wrong end of the stick there, losing 3 positions.
Oh, burning the cigar, getting the captain session completely wrong, and then he just slides right past him.
Ooh, that's definitely not something Vinny will complain about as he aims to charge through the field. We'll see how that goes soon. But anyways, at the front, Liljan, as expected, slowly pulling away from Akos. Of course, he has the better tires. In fact, yeah, how long do you reckon the tires are gonna last till the way up?
For Little John?
Yeah.
Oh, what, lap 6, roughly?
Is that around it?
Is that pushing it?
Okay. Well, he really needs to stay on the ball though, because Akos is not gonna let him breathe for a second of it.
And Edward tries to cut in past Kuanti, and he's lost his front left and is out.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid I missed that. Oh, that's a shame. I don't think he's going to be very happy about that. Not a great way to start off this season. That's his left session as well. I
just got the tail end of it. Looked like he went for a dive down the inside and completely misjudged it.
Oh yeah, saw him. Oh, you know what? Yeah, considering it's the Force India, that's exactly what happened to Ocon in the 2018 season as well. He put it right in that wall and got retired, so...
So, the biggest loser, if I can see at the moment, unfortunately, is our boy Thimo.
It is our boy Thimo.
16. Well, he was P9, I think, and he's dropped way down to P16. He must have had an issue.
He doesn't seem to have any damage on the car that I can see. But he has lost 8 positions, which I don't think he's going to be too happy about.
Oh, Vinny is setting up.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Yeah, Akos is trying to get his way past Meltino again, who just overtook him on the straight. And the side-by-side as well into turn 2. Oh, and that was very close racing. Close but fair.
Vinny's just done a fantastic pass on Kurati. Sorry if I can't get that name right. And it's looking like slowly stretching that lead now. Just slowly, gradually.
Yeah, he's getting there. We're gonna have a little look at him later, but at the moment we have a pretty interesting fight here. Of course, Baku does have the longest straight on the calendar, if I do remember correctly. So even without DRS, if you're within a second of the car in front, as it bangs into him there. Even if you're just a second behind them without DRS, you're gonna, suck yourself into them. So no doubt, over here we're about to see maybe them going 3 wide. Oh, and Popo Gamer retired from the session. Oh, in the castle section, he took his tire off. Ooh, that stings. Oh man.
Just a little update from what I seen from Thimo. He was in the pits changing his front wing,
Oh, so he did get damaged.
So he must have got damage, yep.
Oh, Ako's really close to Smeltino through here, so I would be very surprised if you wouldn't get him just now. Oh, and Cass behind also going wide. Too wide. Oh, no, but they've tucked themselves in. Alright, Akos comes out in front. Meanwhile, Lil Jon, I guess we're just gonna call him that now. Yeah, he's pulling away a little bit, you know, as he should right about now. I bet he wishes he would maybe be able to edge him out a little more than that. No pun intended. But yeah, we'll have to see how he handles the tires and how much longer he can take those. But it's undeniable that at the moment he's definitely on the back foot compared to the runners.
Sorry, Pants. Adam Akita completely messed up a flip.
Oh!
And he hit the back off. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Tats, and he just went spinning into the wall.
Yeah, Bonus Cigar also went off in the first corner. I assume he outbraked himself a little bit.
Adam is looking desperate to get past the Kuwati. He's going for it down to the just at the start of the castle section, and he does make it.
Oh, okay, this is interesting. This is some dangerous business.
Yeah.
Right here.
Adam is looking feisty, so he is. If Kuwati can keep within that 1 second window, he'll have the run on him on the DRS.
Yeah, he will as well. Yeah, the Williams driver's really going to try hard now, trying to keep him behind him. But I'm afraid it's probably a fight lost, simply because of how huge this DRS zone is.
Yeah, he's actually gaining on him before the DRS.
Yeah, he's definitely had a better exit. As well as the slipstream that doesn't hurt too much.
Adam covers the inside line. Pretty straightforward past that.
Yep, alright, he's let him go. Let's go ahead to Light Cruiser, see what the party is over here. Edge is now ahead of him in P4 on the soft tire. If he keeps this momentum up, he's definitely in contention to fight for the win. Very, very impressive from him so far.
Also, I would say lap 5, Little John's tires must be reaching near their end.
Yeah.
And Akos will start. Akos and Smeltino will take full advantage.
Oh, Little John! Oh, he makes a little mistake out of the corner. He loses traction. Ooh, now he's going to be very, very close to Akos.
This is going to get tasty very shortly.
Oh, I think did he just get hit by Smeltino?
Yeah, I seen a little bit of debris flying across the track. Maybe Smeltino lost some of his front end plate.
Oh. Yeah, we have 4 cars in for the DRS range right now, so...
Ooh.
Depending on how much they hold each other up, we can have a very close fight here, as Akos and Smeltino both tap the wall lovingly. A nice little caress. Here goes Akos for Little John.
Oh, he's pitting. Little John is into the pits. I'll keep an eye on Little John, see what he's switching to.
He's going to try and go down the inside. He leaves some space though, that's probably wise. Smeltino very close to the wall, using all of the track.
Oh, and Little John is delayed in the pits. Did he have a penalty?
No, he's gone onto the... Oh, do you reckon he's had a penalty? I don't think so. We would have seen that.
I'm not sure what happened there. He got his tires fitted and got the green light and he didn't move.
Did he have a... Was another car in the pits with him?
No.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah. No, I think we would have definitely seen it, I think, if he had gotten a penalty.
Yeah.
Unless we're completely daft, which...
Oh, Adam's got past Kuwati again, but I think he's... they're coming up to the castle section now.
I'm gonna change, as per request from someone in the chat, I'm gonna change this to the information to the stops, so everyone can kind of see whereabouts we are. Of course, most people have yet to pit, apart from, of course, Lil Jon.
Akos went for a move on Smeltino. He didn't make it, but he's setting himself up for the DRS on the main straight.
I completely missed that as well. Yeah, Smeltino currently in the lead, but for how much longer? That is the question, as he is in the DRS zone right now. Akos hunting down his prey. Ooh, that is a very snazzy move over through the right. Seems to go around the outside. Oh, they're very close together. Oh, that could have ended really, really badly. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fantastic racing so far. That could have ended really, really poorly, but you can definitely see these guys do know what they're doing.
Don't forget.
Oh, it's a three-man fight. Oh, and they're going 3 wide into the corner. Ooh, very, very tasty. You've got to remember, of course, that Akos and Edge are teammates, so the question is, of course, how far will they go in the fight against each other? Another thing that needs to be mentioned is that Edge is also on the slower tire, but as the laps continue, he's slowly going to become the faster car. Seemingly also definitely on the better strategy at the moment, as he's in P3, starting from, I believe, P9, was it? So, yeah, fantastic recovery for him so far.
What do you think, Bance? Do you think that... Oh, I'm sorry, just as I said, Edge clips the wall.
Yep.
I was just going to say though, do you think whenever the tires start dying out for Akos, do you think that a bit of demotors will be in play? Swap them around?
Oh, it is possible, but considering we're at the first race of the season, I could imagine those are just going to fight to the death, like, of course, the real Red Bull drivers last season. Oh, and Light Cruiser! And Edge get really close, tapping each other. Can we have a better camera angle, please? Thank you. Yes, a lot going on here. We have... oh, Edge has dropped back to P5. He's gotten to P4 now again, though. He's running side by side with Light Cruiser at the moment. Oh, and he's done a switchback, Light Cruiser. Oh, but he's going to stay behind him. Edge makes to overtake Stick.
Oh, he goes on the inside! Oh, this is weird stuff.
Oh my god, running side by side for what feels like most of the lap right now, just interchanging position. You can tell though that by Light Cruiser's rear, he seems to be losing a little bit of grip slowly though, so Edge's soft tires are starting to slowly gain an advantage over him. Let's see.
So Bascodino is gaining on Smeltino at the moment. Oh, I don't know what happened to a lag spike. He dropped way back.
Ah, that is very frustrating to happen on this game.
He got himself to within about 4/10 of a second, and then it's now up to... Oh, he's catching again on the main straight. He's going to get DRS.
Oh, he is as well. Oh, this could be... Oh no, no contention for this it seems. He's catching right up. He's going to be straight past him here. And we can't fail to mention that Akos is really starting to gain quite a gap for himself, which I'm sure Edge is not going to be very happy with, considering they're on different strategies and we don't exactly know where they are. We've got Duke Super, sorry if I misspelled that one as well, who's also very close to Edge right now in P5. At the moment though, from the top 7, only Edge is currently on the soft tire, which gives him a huge advantage for the moment.
Yeah, there's quite a gap from 5th to 6th, so we're looking at least 5 surely within contention, although still don't rule out Little John working his way back up in the 8th position at the moment. He came out of the pits in 11th.
Oh yeah, he did as well. Yeah, something definitely happened for him. I wonder if it has something to do with a pit stop glitch, or if maybe we've just missed a potential drive-through he's gotten. But I doubt it. I doubt it. I think it's probably just a Codemasters thing to happen. And as people like to call it, F1 game no bueno.
Smeltino comes out of the pits on the soft tire in 12th and is trying to get past Coatiti. Shouldn't be too difficult for him with a fresh set.
Yeah, I mean, you need to consider that he has to warm up his tires as well.
Yeah.
They have tire blankets, but the temperatures are not comparable to quite what the track is like. So for the first lap, he's not going to be exactly where he needs to be.
Pants on 5th place. Picture is going for a pass on edge.
Oh, and he got it as well, way before we even get to turn 1. So this is no contest. Yeah, Edge is not going to try and pull anything there.
Where did Big Shoe Power come from? This is from nowhere. He's up to 3rd.
Yeah.
I mean, we are 10 laps into this race, and I'm very impressed with the top, what would you say, top 5, 6, 7 drivers at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
The racing has been fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, the racing's been incredibly close, and especially considering how dangerous this track is. They really seem to come to life and really like, you know, they give each other the space that they deserve, but not an inch more than what they need.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of respect on the track at the moment. It's definitely through what was it, Akos and Smeltino when they were fighting. But there's my boy Finney up into 8th place from last, although I think he hasn't stopped just yet.
Oh. Yeah, what happened to Thimo as well? He's just hanging in the very back by 18 seconds as well to P15, so he's not had the best of races. I mean, he's told me before going into the race on Discord that we shouldn't expect too much from him because he hasn't practiced a whole lot according to himself, so
I got an update from Thimo.
Yeah, that's true.
I got an update from Thimo saying that he had a yellow wing, and he had set his pit crew to yes to change it, and they didn't change it, so that probably explains why he's so far back.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen that happen also in other league races.
And this so happens to be a McLaren.
Oh, Edge, yeah, McLaren. Edge actually goes into the pits.
Ooh, before Akos?
No, something's going on for him. I don't think...
Did he burn his tires out?
It can't be. I mean, he's on the harder compound.
Front wing change. Actually, a front wing change for Edge.
He has a front wing change, yeah.
So he's moving on to the super soft. See, he must stop it.
But he's not moving in the pits. I know, now he's popping up forward. It seems to have been lag.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the same thing that happened to...
Little John. Oh, Little John is out.
Oh, he's actually out, yeah?
My goodness, we're missing all this.
What yeah, we are. Hold on, I'm going to stay with Thimo real quick, and maybe we can spot him on the track and see...
Yeah, it's a good point, yeah.
Where exactly he stayed. Now, I think his car... Yeah, it was missed in the... Right before the main straight. I don't know what that kink is called, where you go left and then right again at really high speed. It's very possible that he misjudged it. That's very unfortunate.
Well, it's like we said that qualifying, you might set the fastest lap, but this track is ruthless and notorious for DNFs.
Absolutely, yeah.
The best of the best, they'll get it wrong on this track.
Meanwhile, at the front at the moment, we have Akos and Basconio. Bascondino? Something like that, yeah. We'll stick with that. We're on the second line. Yeah.
We have Smeltino is almost pushing at him all around this track. He's got
absolutely.
So much better traction. Oh, he gets him before the main straight.
Yeah, this is a great run out for him, but there's 4 cars currently in contention in this DRS zone. In fact, I don't know what the DRS detection zone is. Will Smeltino get DRS now is the question, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose out a lot. And it doesn't seem like he's getting any.
Edge is coming up from the inside. It's going to be
they collide with each other into the corner, but everyone stays straight. I don't think there was any damage either, but Smeltino actually keeps the position for now. Oh, that played right into his hands.
I'm not sure. Like Cruiser saw Edge coming. He just had Thimo on his side. He couldn't have known Edge was there.
Yeah, it's possible as well, but in any case, definitely not what they wanted out of that corner.
Yeah.
But there's always next lap, and the way it's looking now, they're gonna be fighting in the DRS zone once again. See, is there anything else going on around here? It's Vinny is actually really close to Akos. We've not mentioned this actually. Vinny has really done a good job to catch up, of course. He's yet to pit, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly what his strategy is gonna be, but there's definitely potential for him. I mean, he's in P3 right now, so he kind of lost an incredible amount of time. Oh. Alright, let's get back into it with Light Cruiser, Edge, Snowtino. There's the three of them, just like the lap before, right on each other. These camera angles are not the best at the moment. They're side by side running at the moment. Of course, Snowtino doesn't get any DRS, as it was the guy in front before, so he's just lost the position. There's not a whole lot he could have done there in that situation. So the way I see it now, Edge definitely still needs to pit. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't see Edge get to the end on super softs.
No, yeah, no, I don't think that's possible, unfortunately. But that's also the problem, because of course he got the front wing damage, and I think that's really compromised his idea here, because I think it was really looking like a favorite for the win had he not got that front wing damage. But you know, that's what Baku is. It's, you know, even on the last lap, you don't really know what people are going to come out, you know, at the end, because all it takes is a small tap to the wall and everything can be over. So Pack's opened up a slight bit at the moment, but we have Bascondino at the moment, right behind Vinny, who, if he can stay within the second, which it looks at the moment that he can be, yeah, he definitely is at the moment. He's getting a good run too, so he's definitely going to fight Vinny for the first corner. Danico asked what happened to Lil Jon and the other drivers. He hit the wall right before the last straight in the kink. As Viscondino gets past Vinny, which is, I assume, to be expected. Adam retires from the race. We quickly have a look at Thimo over here, yeah. Oh, yeah, and he hit the wall there. That's a very odd spot to hit. He might have lost grip through that corner, as it is a full throttle corner. Oh, look back at P4 as well. Things are going ham here in a moment. 3 cars at the moment fighting for position. Vinny pretty much just lets him go past, as it looks, which might be the smart thing to do, as he is on very old soft tyres at the moment.
Yeah, I think Vinny's starting to really struggle. He needs to pit this lap if he wants to get anything out of this race now. Edge is catching him very fast. Set the fastest lap on his reasonably fresh set of super softs.
Yeah, it's meant to be seen what Edge is at the moment. It's kind of hard to estimate.
Yeah.
I mean, Snowtino, you know, strategy-wise, is definitely ahead of Edge right now. So unless Edge can really like distance himself from Snowtino now, then it's looking not too well for him right now. Unless we've got it completely wrong and somehow he makes it to the end on the super softs, but I doubt it. Danico asked Strats supers to softs. Yes, that was the idea. In fact, our boy Edge over here tried to go from soft to super softs, and it was going very well for him until he suffered some damage, which I'm afraid we didn't see. But yeah, that's definitely going to be an uphill battle for him, as he's right up Vinny's shaft at the moment.
Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's
he's almost touched.
Yep, that's a quick dispatch. There. Oh, or is it? Yeah, it is. Vinny trying to scare him into the corner there. Very interesting.
Surprised Vinny hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, he's he's definitely. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, running deep into a race, fair enough, can be a reasonably decent strat, but you can overcook it as well.
Absolutely.
It has happened to me before. I think he's on the line now for pitting. He should think about. Then again, what does he pit for? Because if he pits for super softs, yeah, he could make it 11 laps. Yeah, they would last that.
Maybe he's going for ultras. No.
That wouldn't work.
Are you sure?
That's what he's doing.
I have seen it before, actually. Although, from memory, I don't think that actually worked really well. So,
Well, I called about 6 laps for Little John, and that was factoring in a formation lap and qualifying. What are you talking? You could maybe get about 7 laps on the ultra softs. You know, he actually maybe could.
Yeah, he would definitely. I think he's pretty much following the, the goal of going from softs to super softs. I think this is pretty much the ideal zone. I would expect him, if anything, to pit this lap.
Yeah, I was thinking either now or between now and lap 17 would be the limit. But if he does, he's probably going to go to switch to the ultra softs and give it the bean.
Yeah, he's definitely getting to the point where it's diminishing returns. If anything, he could end up slowing himself down. We've got some more fighting going on, unsurprisingly, here for turn 1.
Cruiser's going for... Sorry, Light Cruiser's just passing Smaltino for 6th place. Reasonably straightforward, that one.
Oh yeah, that's happened at the back as well. A little further back. Yeah, okay, so we are back into the old groove with Edge, Bascondino, and Puke Super. Please, I hope I didn't slaughter that again. Fighting again, right next to each other. We've had this kind of thing the entire race. It's definitely not been a boring one, that's for sure.
No. So the two people that was in front of Edge are on softs. Edge is on fresh super softs. He'll want to make these fresh grip really capitalize on it now. He's going to have to just be patient in the castle section.
I would be surprised if he doesn't get past these guys in this, at the end of the lap, considering his past situation. I mean, I would hope it in this case, because otherwise, his window's closing at the moment to make up the lost time from the damage.
Thimo gets himself a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know exactly to what point it will change his result at the moment, unfortunately. But, that happens when you don't practice for a track as demanding as this one, especially in concentration. It's not the most complex, but you need to stay in it if you want to, avoid accidents.
So Edge is lining them up now. Activates to DRS.
I mean, I think this first one should be pretty straightforward, although maybe not, because there is DRS. In fact, he's losing speed at the moment. I would believe he's saving ERS at the moment. I think he's using them to save up a bit of fuel. Ooh, and he does run up on his behind, but I don't think that was any damage, considering we're on reduced damage at the moment. If he gets a good run, though? No, not quite. Not quite. But Pew in front is definitely going to be under threat now. Or is he going to, I think he's going to try and do a switchback move on him. Oh, and he does kind of get in there. He does have his nose in there. Ooh, but Edge now hits Basconi as well. Oh, I don't think this is working out too well for him, is it?
No.
Oh, and he's getting very impatient, and he spins him around as well. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that is unsafe of track entry if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going to be happy right about now. Oh, yeah, this is going to definitely get a call from the stewards. Danico in chat saying "Owo" as response.
Yeah, it's just too early to see there, but I was on board with Edge there. Looking down the inside in that left hand, it's not an overtaking spot. I'm not sure. I think maybe just a little bit of impatience get in the way of Edge.
Yeah, he was just getting impatient for sure.
Yeah, but in the meantime, he is in third, so see what happens. Bascandino must be absolutely fuming at this moment in time in his house.
Yikes, I mean, I think Basco here really does deserve a couple Fs in chat right about now. He's not going to be happy. He's going to be pitting now and definitely going to the end. Which, I mean, he was before, but Now especially. Oh wait, no, he's not pitting actually. He's staying out. Okay. What window is he waiting for?
I don't know. Maybe just the red mist is getting to him. He sees Edge up ahead, and I want to catch him.
Oh, well, I don't know if I would accuse him of that quite yet, but you know, I would definitely understand him being quite mad after that happened.
Oh yeah.
A definite mistake from Edge. I'm sure, you know, I know this one. I'm sure he probably feels just as bad about it, but you know, he was just getting really eager of getting past him there. That's really the truth. So unfortunate. Definitely gonna make his, wherever he finishes, a little bit more sour. And don't forget, he still has to pit as well. Unlike the two guys he has in front of him who are set to, I believe, finish in these positions, unless I'm completely brain dead.
At the moment, Acos is looking very smooth up front. With a reasonably healthy lead. What is it, 4.7 seconds? As Satoshi gets himself a 3-second time penalty.
He does.
What's that? And that, at the moment, yeah, if it's finished the way it is, he would still keep 9th. Unless Crazy Joe can close up. Or no, he wouldn't, sorry, I get that completely wrong.
Okay, I mean, well,
Crazy Joe gets past.
And Smoltino has passed as well without contention way before the first turn. Let's see if he's going to give him a break. He's just going to try and scare him a little bit by showing himself up the inside, but of course, he's not going to try and send it down there. I don't think that's a particularly productive thing to do. Ooh, he did overcook it a little bit, trying to go through turn 3. So he's lost a little bit of gap, but with the DRS, he's definitely staying on him. Vinny lost a position. Oh, he's pitted. He's gone for ultra softs as well.
Oh, very late too. What's that, lap 19?
No, I think this is more or less like the soft spot. I think the sweet spot for the ultra soft. I believe. I don't think they can last a lot longer without really degrading. So maybe that's what he's been waiting for. Who knows? Maybe that was the goal. Oh, meanwhile, Smartino, he seems to really feel the pressure right about now, going through the castle section.
Just looking at the laps that they've done. So Edge has done currently 8 laps on the super softs. Bascontino, who he had as a run-in, has only done 6, so I don't know, he could maybe creep up on him whenever Edge's tires start wearing out. I mean, Edge should probably...
Ooh, light cruiser. Sorry, sorry, you can continue. He was at the very edge of hitting the wall there after jumping the curve a little bit. You were saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say, the super softs, whatever will last, what, about 13, 14 laps? Maybe a bit more?
Yeah, around there, yeah. 13, 14 should be about it.
Yeah, so Edge will probably be on the absolute limit for those tires.
Yeah, is he gonna try and finish on the super softs?
Yeah.
It looks like it. I mean, if he actually tries and pull this off, I mean that would definitely be amazing to watch. But
but behind him is Piuxpa. Forgive me, but he is right on his chuff at the moment.
Yep. Right about now, his tyres will definitely be the better feeling ones. So all he has to do, easier said than done, is try and get Edge under pressure and not make mistakes like attachment tires. He DNF'd. I don't know if we can have a look and we can see a wreckage somewhere over here. Yeah, and he wrecked it in the exact same spot as our friend Lil John. That that is very unfortunate. Let's see where Edge is at the moment. Yeah, Pew not really able to get close to him yet, which is interesting to say the least. I mean, Edge definitely seems to have the pace regardless, but will he do 6 more laps? I don't know. I mean, unless he pits now, No, which he doesn't. I think for him, this is more of a make it or break it kind of thing, where I think he would rather risk it, go all out and get this, or not really care if he doesn't score at all, you know?
Yeah, I think at lap 21 of 26, he's gone to the point of no return now. He's, as we say, he's made his bed, he must lie in it. He's going to have to finish on the super softs.
Absolutely.
If he wants any chance of securing second. Oh, it's finished, that's the, well, on
yeah,
the
he is on ultra
course.
so that was
fastest lapped.
to be expected. But a quick credit as well to Akos, who's, you know, he's leading the field up front. Not really too much from him recently, you know, even though he's had some very heavy fights with his teammate Edge. But, you know, so far, no major mistakes. It's just kind of going about his thing.
Yeah, and I've just been watching the telemetry on the distance between Edge, and he's slowly increasing it. But increasing it is better than decreasing, I suppose.
Oh, so you mean he's actually getting closer to his teammate at the moment?
No, Akos slowly extends it.
Oh yeah, of
just
course. Yeah.
Although in saying that, Edge is bringing it back down again, so it seems to be seesawing back and forward. I don't think he'll have the pace now with 10 laps on his super softs to catch Akos.
Oh, for sure not. This is a recovery drive for him.
Yeah, I think if Akos keeps nice and smooth as he is, he's got this in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he really needs to put his foot wrong if he, if he doesn't want to win this now. Hopefully not jinxing him right now, but even assuming that he makes a mistake and Edge catches up to him, he will be right past again, or create his gap again, because Edge right now is going for a really, really risky strategy. He's really going to be looking at managing his tires.
P5, Light Cruiser's going for a very late move on the inside, turn 1. Oh, and he cuts right across Martino.
Well, he is ahead. But will that remain so? Oh, he does bang the wall. Yeah, he's probably lost the momentum he needs to get him over here into the next turn.
Light Cruiser's on 1 lap fresher tires, although Smeltino's on his way back, but no, he's not going to go down the inside.
No, I don't think that would be too wise. Yeah, things are calming down. I mean, if anything, the smallest gap we have at the moment is from Ferrari driver Grazi Joss, who is getting pretty close to Vinny. Vinny, who of course has had a pretty tough race so far. Of course, starting with him retiring from qualifying when I believe he hit the castle wall.
That's right. He started P17, he's up to P8. It's working out well. I don't think, though, what's that, a few laps to go, I don't think Vinny will improve on 8th, unless, of course, there's some carnage up ahead.
Yeah, you don't want to underestimate Baku. Anything can happen. I mean, you just need one scrap here between the, the two Alfa Romeos and the Ferrari, who are kind of in a sandwich at the moment. Well, by a 5-second gap close behind, but anything can happen. They can get into a tussle, get a bit too greedy, and the entire situation can change.
Sorry, Bance, P5. Smeltino's on a comeback for Light Cruiser.
Yep,
he's got DRS. Oh, he's going to make this so simple down the inside.
Yeah, no contest. I would really doubt him going back for that again. Nope. This is really just an exchange of positions. The DRS is really powerful on this track, as you've probably noticed now.
Oh, but Light Cruiser's right on the back of him for the second stage of DRS. Oh, but he's moving out from the DRS slipstream very early. No, he's not going to go for it. It's going to be another waiting game.
Oh, I think that's very close. But he does not actually touch him, from what I can see. That was very close. That must have been a scare for him for sure.
Must have spare underpants time, that.
Yeah. Oh, Thimo gets another penalty, which will definitely hurt his championship chances at this point in time for this race. I think we can start excluding him from the win.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Close one for him, but unfortunately he just caught out there, yeah. Further back and yeah, he's one of ours. Further back, sorry, Manson, P10, Satoshi is caught up with Grizzy Joss within the slip, so he's probably just biding his time for the slipstream if he can keep it clean to the castle section.
Yeah, he looks like he's just wetting it out at the moment.
Yep. Oh, and I'm just checking. Satoshi's got a almost full battery of ERS. So this is going to be
yeah. It's very high chance he's been using him just to save up a bit of fuel on ERS to make sure that when he goes past him, that's it. You've got to remember though, he is on significantly older tires.
Older tires, yeah.
Which, looking at this now, actually, like visually, he has super softs on for me at the moment, which is a bit weird. But yeah, you can be sure that he's on softs.
Just looking at his ARS, it's rapidly coming down in the overtake mode.
He's going for it now. Ooh, very tight squeeze. The Ferrari driver is not giving that position up so easily. That's for sure. And he stays in front as well. That was very good defending from him.
That was good, yeah.
A little close, but you know, that's what we like to see. I would be surprised if he doesn't try and go for it here. You know, might as well.
Yeah, he must.
Yeah, might as well.
For the overspeed he has to. That's it. He's got that.
Oh, he's got very close to the wall, but he stays ahead still. Don't think he's got any damage from that. That was very risky.
That's man. I don't to the wall you want to get.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think he's going to try and do anything much riskier than that for the rest of the race.
I think it's almost so risky, Grazzi Joe, because he's just rocking it away now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, this battle between 9th and 10th.
Oh,
yeah, this battle between 9th and 10th is helping Vinny big time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I don't think he's not too much threat. You need to consider he does have ultra soft tires on, so he's kind of fighting for himself. If anything, he might be able to bag another position if he really gets the guy ahead of him under pressure.
No, because what is it? The guy? Yeah. With one lap to go, I don't think so. I think Vinny's got it. You have to dream. Over
here, Light Cruiser doesn't really get close enough to Smeltino. We don't have a lot of time left, so you really want to see them. You know, I mean, we're definitely gonna see them go for one last charge. If not this lap, then you know, at the straight on the last lap.
They just got the lead from 5.7 down to 3.4 on air costs.
Yeah, I was about to mention it's very, very impressive managing from him at the moment. Really staying out of those tires a long time.
Yeah, I just noticed too that their ERS is almost identical, mid-30s.
Yeah.
It's almost like two exactly the same drivers.
Conspiracy time.
Definitely a strong showing though today by the Toro Rosso team.
Absolutely, yeah, they're looking very, very strong at the beginning of the season. But so do Alfa Romeo as well, you know, with Basco and Light Cruiser, of course, you know, Basco having an incident. In fact, I don't think he's going to do anything about his front wing. I mean, of course, he's not going to do anything now, but he's just been driving with a broken front wing for quite a while, which, you know, is quite something to behold, I would say.
It's not an easy thing to do, especially in Baku.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for that incident between Edge, Basco would be up there fighting for, what, at least third.
Oh, that's a quick black screen from me. Apologize. Alright. We should be back. Alright, cool. Yeah, let us know in the comments, by the way, how's the actual like video quality been of the stream and the audio? That would be good to know if we need to change anything. Haven't seen any complaints so far, I think, so... Oh, they both banged the wall a little bit there. Yeah, this is the last lap, so...
So, you were pretty accurate when you said Vinny could bag another position. He is right on the back of Pretorius, and he's got DRS. Ooh, he has got, but he doesn't have any battery. He's only got 11% battery.
Ooh, yeah.
He's going to have to try some heroics to try and make it this in the rest of this, what, half a lap?
It also goes for Smoltino and Light Cruiser, who also have very similar ERS loads. So they're both aiming to go out on the maximum ERS mode, I'm sure, to try and defend from Light Cruiser. But it all depends on what the last run onto the straight's going to be. That's what's going to decide who's going to end up P4 today in this race.
Just for this last section, then I'll switch over to Vinny and see what's happening, Bams. I'll keep you updated.
All right. Okay, this is a very crucial moment now. This is the last real turn to deal with. It's gonna be a bit tricky for Light Cruiser from back here. I don't know how that's gonna look for him. He is in the DRS zone, so it's not impossible, but it's not looking great for him. In fact, that's probably it. We failed to mention Akos won the race, and Edge finished second despite everything, so huge congrats to him. Vinny not
Vinny was setting himself up beautifully for the pass, but he just overcooked it and hit the wall. And
yeah, and he's also run out of ERS big time.
Yeah.
So
he'll be ruining that mistake because he would have got definitely 7th position, no problem. But still a great drive from 17th to 8th. Vinny did well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been fantastic, pretty much. I mean, especially the top. What is it? 6 cars who have been fighting each other
top 6.
Wide and
yeah, been fantastic.
So congratulations, mainly to the Toro Rosso drivers who are really putting on a great show today. Really showing who's boss here at Baku. Especially Edge with his fantastic recovery, and of course Akos with getting the win home. Further back, let's actually see what people started. What were you saying?
I was going to say, Vance, do we pick driver of the day?
I'm not sure if we are supposed to, but I think we can anyway. Sure, why not?
Well, we can pick the commentator's driver of the day, I suppose.
Yeah, sure.
So, well, Akos has been phenomenal from qualifying to the race. Very dominant. He would be definitely picked, but I mean, we can't discount Edge. Edge did a fantastic recovery job getting up to second and finishing so late on the super softs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would say Edge is definitely the driver of the day, but I think the fact that he's had that incident where he spun around one of his competitors has kind of, for me personally, put him down from that step, because it was a pretty brutal mistake to make. So, fantastic recovery drive from him. Absolutely, great pace, but.
Well, I think just looking at the stats at the moment, the standout for me, as I said earlier, is Akos. He started P2 and just commanded that. Once he took the lead, he never let it go.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, look, honorable mention definitely to Vinny. Vinny did a great job. Baskandino was definitely going to score a good bit better if it wasn't for that incident of Edge. But for me, it's a close one between Akos and Edge. I have to give it to Akos for driver of the day.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree pretty much with that sentiment. I mean, I would have definitely given it to Edge otherwise, just because of the fantastic recovery, which he's done anyway. But these kind of mistakes you really don't want to make. So out of that reason and that reason alone, I would give it to Akos instead, who's not really put a foot wrong. I mean, he's been in a couple fights, but I don't think he's really done nothing but prove that he's deserving of the win today.
See you in court.
Very nice. Yeah, we've had a lot of DNFs today. And our boy Thimo has joined the stream, but you might as well not talk, I think, because you're really, really silent for me, so the stream's not going to hear you, I think. Yeah, I mean, this is the finishing.
Just going to say, while Thimo's sorting out his mic, if the people watching could maybe give a wee shout out to our commentary, what they thought of it. It's the first time for both of us, so it's an unknown.
All right. I mean, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. That was a pretty good race, I think. I mean, as Baku usually is, a lot of action, and great racing today. Any final thoughts from you? Or?
Yeah, I was really impressed, definitely, by the front 6. They're not only just a raw pace, but their racecraft and the respect they showed on track. I mean, for a race in Baku with so little contact, I'm definitely impressed. Looking forward to the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is supposed to be tier 2, but I think so far the racing quality has been fantastic. So
the racing quality is pretty much on par with things we've seen in tier 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm looking forward for the next race, and yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes then. Thanks everyone for watching our first attempt at a stream. If you have any critiques, which I'm sure there will be, this is our first time commentating, and please leave them in the comments so we can have a look at what to change. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.